All right, well, it's January 9th for one more minute. It's 11:59, January 9th, 2026. And pretty much the last train of the day for today is a southbound on the BNSF Sioux City sub. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? One, two, three. On the load, well, it's a loaded corn shuttle. Or soybean. Might even be soybeans. Soybean processors. Alright, this is from damn near up by Minneapolis there. That's where this plant is. This is South Dakota soybean processors. This is up there a little ways. Me and Potato found this on our way up to Minneapolis. Way above Sioux City. SDPX, WFRX. A lot of SDPXs. I believe this is this is one that goes to Mexico. This is another feed train that goes from here to Mexico. Just like Bartlett North and South with the flour shuttles and the corn shuttles. This is soybeans. It is officially January 10th, 2026 now. It is 2 after 12. You voted for it, you got it. Everything that goes by in 24 hours, actually a little longer. I didn't realize that yesterday was Friday and today's Saturday, and I don't have shit to do, so we'll just keep on getting everything that goes by. So when me and Amy lived in Lyons, the Sioux City sub, which ran right past our house, was very active at night and on the weekends. So yeah, there's another southbound. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. All right, January 10th, 24 hours here in Fremont. Here's another westbound coming. Got a lot of power up front. Well, let me give this lens a little wipe. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We had a green. BNSF just literally went south and cleared. And here comes a intermodal running west. It is coming off the Mo Valley sub onto the Columbus sub here in Fremont, Nebraska. 6177 8654. 79.44, 68.66, 27.46. And they are running reduced speed on Main 1 west of town where they did the maintenance way today. Oh, sorry about that. I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, that sun went down and it has gotten cold. The wind has picked up. I usually zip through here about 65 miles an hour, between 55 and 65 miles an hour. But because they are doing maintenance away, or I think they're doing rail replacement now. They replace switches, and they replaced the switch out there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now lit for an eastbound as well. But they've been replacing track and doing track work west of here on Main 1. So everything that's going west, first off, everything was running on Main 2, which is the track closest to us west of town. There's two tracks. So the one that would be on our side would be Main 2. Everything was running on that one track earlier today while they worked on one. Then around 3:30, 4 o'clock, maintenance way pulled off, the tracks opened up, and it has just been a floodgate of train after train after train after train. The rail train that is actually bringing the rail went by earlier. We didn't get to see it. It was behind another train that was going by. So, but they are running reduced speed out there. But this is another basically double stack. I'll pick it up if we got any more DPUs or anything on here, but to try to save some space on the phone, and I'm going to be here for so long, I'm going to stop recording. Rich Bernard and Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Alright, January 10th, 12:19. Eastbound, intermodal, Coming off the Columbus sub, heading to the Mo Valley sub. $59.94, $60.37, $56.14, and $57.11. We just saw the eastbound one of these, or the westbound one of these. Here comes the eastbound one of these. This is California to Chicago. This will be your guys' like 21J or 20J or something like that. I forget what NS is. This will go from Chicago to like Elizabeth. On NS. This will be a cross-country train pretty soon when they merge. We just saw the eastbound one of these going east on the same sub, and now here's the westbound going west. Or the westbound going west, and now here's the eastbound going east. Again, it's got here 19 after 12. Here comes one of my favorite trailers. Please don't drool and drive right there. I gotta get that no. You know what I haven't seen in a long time, and I wonder where they are? The On Track for a Cure well cars, the pink well cars. I haven't seen them in a very, very long time. I wonder where they're at. I wonder if they got scrapped, if they're still being used. Anybody watching this video has seen them? Oh, this is a mega. We had 4 up front and 2 in the middle. 2 more locomotives. 9066 and 5680. This is not a mega, this is just a biggin. Now that was on Main 2 and then crossed over, and as you can see it's doing track speed. Now they do slow down going east because they got to make a curve here on the east side of town. And that is the end of that one. Rail Fanning Adventures, 24 hours Fremont. Alright, it's January 10th, and it's 4:24 a.m. And we had a big manifest going west on UP, and then this one doing work here in Fremont. All right, it is January 10th, and this is a corn. This is a loaded corn train, and I'm almost 100% positive that this corn train is for Columbus, ADM. I'm about 120% sure it is a loaded corn train going to Columbus, ADM. I fell asleep for a little while. While I was sleeping, there was a westbound manifest, a northbound manifest from BNSF. I got some pictures, but I didn't get video. I think I got a small video, the BNSF one. I'm not really sure. But that is the only trains that have gone through here in the night. It is 15 after 5 right now. And this one came in and did a crew change. So, yeah. That's what's going on here, guys. Just a quick video. I apologize. We had 3 trains that got through here. We had a southbound BNSF train, which I don't think I caught. I woke up in time to see the EOT going by. I was basically fell asleep sitting in the driver's seat. And then we had the westbound manifest that came in, did a crew change here, and then proceeded west. The northbound manifest that came up did some yard work here while they were crossing the diamond, and then as soon as UP crossed the diamond, they proceeded north, and that was the Hobson to Sioux City turn. And then we have this loaded corn drag here that's going to ADM Columbus. This comes from one of their ADM co-ops out in Iowa somewhere, and basically goes to Columbus, Nebraska, and gets offloaded, and they make ethanol out of this. So it is January 10th, 15 after 5. Thanks, everybody. All right, it is 5:42 a.m. and the loaded corn train is waiting. They ran this, whatever this is around them. Can't see yet. But it's westbound. It is going for 73.78. Corn oil. Maybe a manifest. It's a manifest. Alright, they ran this manifest past this corn shuttle here. Bedford, no name. Again, it's January 10th, 5:43 a.m. Here we got Samoa. Comes our mid-train DPU. Darlington. No-name lineage. Dean, no name, no name. Fisk, that's what that was. Alright, and there goes our westbound manifest on its way to Bailey. Just came on the main 2. Came off the Mo Valley sub onto the Columbus sub, and away it goes. And this loaded corn train, which is going to ADM and Columbus, is still sitting here. Ralph Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, January 10th, 2026. It is 6:30 in the morning. And this is the oddball, man. That's what I call this one. This is the Fremont Intermodal train. It literally goes to the west side of Fremont here. Comes from Gulfport, Mississippi to Fremont, Nebraska. All 40-foot boxes. Most of these are tarp tops. They get loaded with grain and corn and stuff like that. Get shipped down to South America and Europe. Gulfport, Mississippi to Fremont, Nebraska. And then in 2 days, it goes from Fremont, Nebraska, back down to Gulfport, Mississippi. Again, it's 6:30 in the morning. 24 hours here at Fremont. You guys voted for it. I'm here. First video's up on Facebook already. All right, and that is our Gulfport, Mississippi to Fremont intermodal train. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is January 10th, 11 after 7, and that corn shuttle finally got out of here. There's the rear DPU. It is heading west, coming off the Mo Valley sub onto the Columbus sub, on its way to ADM. Alright, it's January 10th. It is 7:49 a.m. Sun's coming up and BNSF is heading north. They come around the corner. So it's a north-south route. Right now he is heading due west, but it is railroad north. They go west here and then they swing north again. We're just crossing the UP over BNSF Diamond. Good morning, good morning. This is a Cargill train. That is corn oil right there, and this is feed going to Canada. This is Sweet Brand from Blair, Nebraska. This is Blair, Nebraska up to Ontario, I believe. If I remember correctly, we used to ship these No, I'm sorry. This is going to Cargill up there on the BNSF line, just in up there in South Dakota. The other plant. These are empties going to get loaded. They fill those cars right there with Sweet Brand. They're the old BN coal porters. The way you can tell it's full of feed is the white tarp on top. Cargill paid to have them put on there. Most of these car numbers are 534. First 534. The TILX, SBTX are the new ones that they just bought. They're the newer cars. I was working at Cargill when they bought those cars. We started getting them in. These cars get filled with Sweet Brand. No, I'm right. No, this is the Ontario train. This feeds their cattle up there in Canada. It keeps them fed during the winter. That those tanks, that was not corn oil, that was steep, which is like a high nutrient feed. This stuff here is feed that's made to support cattle during the winter. It has all kinds of vitamins and nutrients. When they eat it, it basically makes them be able to sustain them through the winter and through the cold temperatures. These are loaded. These are going north to feed Canada's cattle. When I worked at Rail Serve, I used to move these cars from the plant to the yard and build the outbounds. Then when I worked at Cargill, I used to actually fill those cars and the steep tanks. Each one of those cars full of that feed, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. That steep water, those tanks that you saw in the beginning, that's basically the leftover trash of us making all this feed and ethanol and everything. And those are hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of product, and that's basically trash. Steep, that's what it is. It's a byproduct of the process of making ethanol and feed. And it's basically Cargill's garbage. It's very expensive garbage. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, that's northbound BNSF. And I hear, here comes Union Pacific now. Let's turn back around over here and go back to the spot I was in all night. And we should see a westbound coming around the curve somewhere. And probably on the Omaha sub. We'll see him in a minute. Anyway, I'm going to pan to the west now. And there's that BNSF train crossing the Diamond down there. Again, Rail Fanning Adventures, January 10th, 2026. It's now 7:55. Alright, it's the 10th, 8:49, and that was a westbound empty coal drag. I'm sorry, guys, I had to run to the bathroom. And one snuck by me. Westbound empty coal drag. It came off the Omaha sub onto the Columbus sub. Rail Fanning Adventures of Fremont. Alright, on BNSF behind me, another northbound. Kind of crept up on me, guys. Sorry. I was Facebooking with some folks, and lo and behold, a BNSF train appeared. It is 9:03. 9:03. And this is Lincoln to Sioux City again. I'll tell you what, it is January 10th. I've been out here since 9:45 yesterday. It is 3 after 9 now. And BNSF has been pretty busy today. Oh man, here's some pipe loads. Oh, here comes another one. A lot of pipe going north. Imagine that's for them oil fields up there in North and South Dakota. Alright, that's the end of our northbound on the BNSF side, Sioux City sub. Let's spin around to the UP side. Catch him crossing the diamond back in my spot. Way down there, there they go, across the diamond. Real Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Alright, it's January 10th, 9:31. And we got an eastbound full drag that just did a crew change here. It is heading east onto the Mo Valley sub. Hey, it's the Mid-America cold drag. This is not going that far. Again, there's a slow order coming off of Main 1. These guys literally just came in, stopped, did a crew change. This very well could be a mega. It probably is. It's probably 2 in 1. We shall see. It's an eastbound. What time is it? Yep, 9:31. Came in about 15 minutes ago, stopped, crew swapped. Literally right in that area there where those 2 little poles are sticking up. That is the Union Pacific crew hut. And that's where the crew change took place. And let's see if it's going to be a mega or a single. The damn lens is acting up again. Nope, it's a single. Alright, it's a single cold drag. Alright guys, we're gonna pause this and pick it up for the rear DPU here. Alright, continuation. After this cold drag cleared the diamond, the power off the Fremont Intermodal snuck back across and is heading south right now. Should just be a power move. I saw him sneak across. And here they come. Alright, here's the power from last night's intermodal that went by. Probably back to in Lincoln. And here's our rear DPU, 6767, pushing our Mid-America cold drag. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. It is now 9:39.